The Commanders season is over.
It's over. We are screwed.
That is not an overreaction. It's done. The Commanders are 3-6. The postseason has slipped away, and it doesn't quite matter. The injuries have piled up, and after Jayden Daniels had already missed time with the knee and hamstring injuries, he dislocated his elbow, and it looked very gruesome. That's the big injury, obviously, but there's more than just him. Just against the Seahawks alone, on top of Jayden, Luke McCaffrey and Marshawn Lattimore both got hurt. McCaffrey broke his collarbone on the opening kickoff, and then Lattimore tore his ACL, potentially 3 season-ending injuries in one game. The Commanders lost 38-7 and just got completely embarrassed. And as a fan, it was truly one of the worst games I've ever watched. And right now, it feels like the sky is falling. This season couldn't have gone any worse. This feels like it is worst-case scenario for what could have happened coming off of an NFC Championship game appearance last year. I don't even know where to begin. From every week has been a grind, a challenge, seeing new players that you never thought would be on the field for Washington this season, wondering when one of Terry or Jayden is going to come back, because without them, the offense looks stagnant. There's just a new challenge every week. The offensive line just got healthy. Jayden just came back after getting hurt for a second time. Terry is hurt again after already previously getting hurt and missing time. Debo's finally back. Now Luke McCaffrey's hurt. The cornerbacks are terrible. They're also now hurt. Marshawn Lattimore out for the year. We have 4 defensive ends all on IR. I don't know where to begin with this team. Worst case scenario is, of course, Jayden Daniels gets hurt. That Sunday Night Football game is without a doubt one of the worst Washington games I have seen in my life. And that comes because of a lot of things. One of those things is expectations. I woke up on Sunday morning and thought about going to that game. I am so glad I didn't go to that game. I watched Alex Smith break his leg in live time. I've been to enough games that were horrible blowouts. I've been to a different blowout against Sam Darnold. Jayden Daniels getting hurt was the absolute worst case scenario. I didn't think he could get any worse. I needed a break. I couldn't even watch some of the end of that first half. I turned it back on, and of course I was actively watching when Jayden goes down, suffers a very gruesome arm injury. It's just all bad. The future doesn't even look good right now. The roster is so old. There's not enough talented young guys, and it's because the previous staff drafted so poorly that these guys stink. We don't have a ton of draft picks because we tried to kind of go all in. Marshawn Lattimore tore his ACL. He probably never plays in Washington again. Not that he's been good to begin with. He has been better this season. This team is, at this point, years away. You have to tear down a lot of this roster and make it young. So many of these guys, I mean, we have Bobby Wagner and Von Miller and Zach Ertz playing really important time on the field. And I mean, they have not been good. Bobby Wagner has been hard to watch most weeks. Von Miller is, I forget he actually is on the team most of the time. And then Zach Ertz is essentially the top receiver for Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels, who's throwing to Traylon Burks out there just randomly because Luke McCaffrey gets hurt on the kickoff, and we don't have any other wide receivers. He's throwing to Chris Moore because Terry McLaurin's not on the field. Debo's on the field, but he's been banged up. There's nothing, I don't know. Jayden Daniels has to play hero ball, and the problem is that he hasn't even been able to play hero ball because he hasn't been healthy, and now he's really not healthy. Against the Seahawks alone, Washington played terrible. Jayden Daniels and Washington punted the ball away down 7-0. When Jayden got the ball back, they were down 21-0. The defense gives up a long drive. Easy Seahawks touchdown. And then fumbles the kickoff. Seahawks then score on the next play off of the fumble. It's 21-0. The game's over. Washington ends up suffering 3 season-ending injuries in one game if Jayden is in fact out for the rest of the season. There have been 17 players hurt in Washington this year. 13 starters. I get a lot of the blame can go on Terry McLaurin for some of this offseason nonsense, and a lot of it can just go back to simply Jayden Daniels and Terry McLaurin haven't been on the football field. And I agree with that, but it doesn't matter. This team was doomed the whole way. No one stayed healthy. It's been an insane injury-riddled season. There's guys out there that were never supposed to play. There's guys out there that weren't on the roster. We have Traylon Burks getting trotted out there. Our, Jacob Martin, I think has been our best defensive end, for the last 2 weeks or so. Most casual fans don't know a lot of players on the Commanders. We got Sam Cosmi back finally just in time for all these guys to be hurt. I mean, not that we were healthy before we started the year. Austin Eckler was supposed to be the third down back. He got hurt. There's nothing that could have saved this team this season. It's been a complete mess from start to finish. I don't even know where you go from here. You got to tear down a lot here. You got to be sellers at the deadline, but no one wants any of these pieces. These guys roll. If anything, cut Von Miller and just let him go sign somewhere and try to win a ring before he hangs it up. There's no good to be had here. I don't know where you go from here. Jayden Daniels is the guy. Even against Seattle, I thought he looked good. He has graded out well. His stats have been good as well in the games he's played. He's just been hurt. You have to worry about the injury concerns going forward, but he is good. I think Jayden Daniels still absolutely is and will be a top NFL quarterback, but he won't be if you don't put the right guys around him. And right now, I think you have to worry about that. You have to completely restart this roster. More than anything, you have to be able to stay healthy next year. Right now, it feels like the sky is falling. How did we get here? At 3-6, the biggest reason why the Commanders have struggled has been a few reasons. The defense has been bad. The offense has had bad moments, and just in general, the team has completely underperformed from last year. Washington came into the season as the oldest team in the NFL, and that is an issue. It means they're far away from truly competing for a championship. A lot of that has been the roster construction. When you look at the recent drafts for Washington, it's just a ton of misses. The Ron Rivera era was nothing but misses, and that has put the roster way behind now. Most of the later round draft picks that would be depth guys have been misses, and the first round picks were supposed to be your key players were all misses. Chase Young got hurt, and even after winning Defensive Rookie of the Year, it went downhill very fast for him in Washington. Jamin Davis, miss. Jahan Dotson, miss and traded to a division rival. Emmanuel Forbes, crazy miss, with Christian Gonzalez going right after him. That stretch of drafting was killer, and it set back the franchise. Now, everything is better with Josh Harris owning the team, and even Dan Quinn, I still fully believe in. This is a tough season. It sucks, but at the end of the day, even with the defense being atrocious and a laundry list of issues I could complain about, there was no shot if injuries were going to pile up like this. I mean, that has been culprit number one, and if you haven't already, I mean, you might not understand just how bad this has been for Washington. Jayden Daniels is the biggest injury. Obviously, he suffered a dislocated elbow on Sunday, and it looked really bad. I honestly had to avoid Twitter just to keep not seeing the injury. I didn't want to see it. Tired of it. I am tired of the comparisons to RG3, who also got hurt against Seattle when his career went down. I don't want to see any of it. I mean, the good news is it is his non-throwing arm, which is good. I mean, it's also not his knee. That's better. He managed to not miss a single game last season, and then this year, I mean, it's just been nothing but an injury mess, which sucks. We're still unsure of how much time he's going to miss this year, but even if he comes back, I mean, injuries for the whole season have been an issue. Jayden already missed 2 games because of a knee sprain, missed another game because of a hamstring strain. That is 3 different injuries, and it's only been 9 games so far this season. I mean, that's the single biggest issue. Then there's the $96 million man, Terry McLaurin. I mean, they are much better with him on the field. He's missed 4 games because of a quad injury, returned in week 6, and then re-aggravated it and missed the Seahawks game. It sounds like he's going to miss next week, too. That's going to put him at 6 missed games. Those are your 2 most important offensive guys, so them not being on the field, I mean, that's a big problem. He definitely wasn't the only wide receiver to miss time. That's why Treylon Burks was literally playing on Sunday Night Football. That's how far we've gone into the trenches. Noah Brown has already missed 7 games. He's on injured reserve with a groin injury. Deebo Samuel missed a game with a heel injury and then basically didn't play another after re-injuring it early in a game. Then Luke McCaffrey broke his collarbone on the opening kickoff on Sunday. At running back, Austin Eckler tore his Achilles. He's already missed 7 games. He's done for the year. I don't know if he's going to play again. Tight end, John Bates missed 2 games with a groin injury. Colson Yankoff, what a name. He missed his 2nd game of the season with a hamstring injury on Sunday. On the offensive line, Sam Cosmi missed the first 6 games of the year, but he's back now, and it didn't show against Seattle. I mean, man, that offensive line looked terrible. Jayden got pressured on about half of his dropbacks. It was awful. Then, oh man, I mean, how about defensive end? Dietrich Wise gets brought in on a 1-year deal. He's out for the year after a quad injury in week 2. Doris Armstrong, he comes back. He tears his ACL 3 games ago now. Then Javonte Jean-Baptiste tore his pec in week 4 and landed on injured reserve. At cornerback, Jonathan Jones missed 4 games with a hamstring injury, and now Marshawn Lattimore is out with a torn ACL. He just suffered. I'm not sure that he ever plays in Washington again. Starting safety, Will Harris fractured his fibula in week 3 and is out for the year. And then safety Percy Butler missed a game with a hip injury. Matt Gay missed a game with a back injury too. Now, shout out to Nikki from The Athletic for doing the math here. So through week 9, that is 17 players that have gotten hurt. 13 of them were starters at the time. In total, the amount of games missed is 59 games. Now look, this season was going to be really difficult even if Jayden Daniels and Terry McLaurin managed to stay on the field. After the Deebo trade, this was supposed to be a trio, and that has not happened. I mean, here's a look at what the offense has actually looked like, thanks to JP Finley here. Luckily, this has all kind of happened before the trade deadline, and so suddenly Washington are sellers. 2 of the guys that could be on the move are Andrew Wiley or Nick Allegretti on the offensive line. line. After trading for Deebo Samuel, Marshawn Lattimore, and Laramie Tunsil, here we are. Commanders try to go all in. Didn't work. The Commanders now only have 6 picks in the draft, only 2 in the first 4 rounds. It's a mess. And the future, I mean, is starting to look a little bleak. I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to try to finish this video off with a little bit of optimism. It's just one lost season. Doesn't mean that much for next year. The roster can be fixed in the offseason and at the draft. That's a tough way to go about it, but it can. Ultimately, the biggest thing that matters is having a franchise quarterback, and the Commanders do. Even with a, quote, sophomore slump, Jayden has played well. He's graded out well. His stats have been good. It hasn't helped that his receivers can't get separation. His weapons haven't been good, and the line has struggled. But I still believe in Jayden. The Commanders just need a reset, but at the very least, they have a quarterback to build around. So let's please not waste his prime.